Mia used to feel tired every day. She wanted to be healthy but did not know where to start. One day, she decided to make a small change. She began walking for 10 minutes every morning before breakfast. It felt easy, so she kept doing it. After a few weeks, Mia added another habit. She drank a big glass of water when she woke up. Soon, she started to feel more energy. Her walks became longer. She even began to prepare healthier meals at home. In just a few months, Mia's life was different. She slept better at night and felt happier during the day. Mia's secret was not a huge change. It was her new, simple habits. They built up over time and changed her life step by step. A habit is something you do often, almost without thinking. It is like a path in your brain that you walk every day. If you do the same thing again and again, it becomes easy and natural. For example, brushing your teeth every morning is a habit. You do not need to remind yourself. Your body and mind remember for you. That is the power of a habit. Most habits start small. You might only notice them when you try to change. Some habits help you, while others can hurt you. Every person has habits, even if they do not know it. Understanding habits is the first step to changing them. When you know what a habit is, you can use it to make your life better. Good habits are actions that help you grow, both mentally and physically. They are the small, positive choices you make every day that slowly shape who you become. Whether it's writing in a journal to reflect on your thoughts, taking a few minutes to meditate and clear your mind, or simply lacing up your shoes for a morning jog, these habits set the tone for a productive and healthy day. These habits might seem simple or even insignificant at first, but they make your life better in small ways every day. Making your bed in the morning can give you a sense of accomplishment right away. Preparing a healthy breakfast fuels your body and mind for the day ahead. Even watering your houseplants can bring a sense of calm and responsibility, reminding you to care for yourself as well as your surroundings. For example, going to bed early helps your body rest and recover, while setting an alarm clock at night helps you wake up on time. Saying thank you at the dinner table builds gratitude and strengthens your relationships with family and friends. Or, reading a book for just 10 minutes after dinner can help you relax and learn something new. These are all examples of good habits, small actions that, when repeated, can have a big impact on your life. On the other hand, bad habits are different. Bad habits are actions that might feel good in the moment, but they make things harder for you over time. For instance, eating too many sweets late at night can affect your sleep and your health. Reaching for candy or junk food when you're bored or stressed can quickly become a routine that's hard to break. Checking your phone all the time, especially before bed or while walking, can distract you from important tasks and even affect your mood and sleep quality. Or, skipping breakfast because you're in a rush might seem harmless, but over time, it can leave you feeling tired and unfocused throughout the day. These habits may feel good in the moment, offering quick comfort or distraction, but they often have a cost. You might feel sluggish after eating junk food, or find it hard to concentrate at work after spending too much time on your phone. The good news is that all habits, whether good or bad, work the same way. They are formed by repeating actions until they become automatic, like shaping clay into a new form. Practicing habits together with others can make it easier to stick to positive routines. If you can understand how habits work, how they start, what triggers them, and what rewards they bring, you can learn to change them. Tools like self-help books or habit trackers can help you become more aware of your routines and make better choices. You have the power to choose which habits you want in your life. Making a checklist or choosing an apple over a donut are small decisions that add up over time. Habits are small, but they add up. A morning routine filled with positive actions can set you up for success, and repeating these small good habits every day can create a strong foundation for your future. Many small good habits, when practiced consistently, can lead to big changes. Over time, you'll notice improvements in your mood, your health, and your relationships. Achieving your goals becomes easier when you build on a series of positive habits. But remember, many small bad habits can also cause big problems over time. Clutter, stress, and unhealthy choices can pile up, making life feel overwhelming. That's why it's important to pay attention to your daily actions and choose habits that help you grow. Habits start in your brain. When you do something for the first time, your brain has to work hard, but when you repeat the same thing, it gets easier. Your brain makes a new path, like a shortcut. Each time you repeat an action, this path gets stronger. Soon, your brain does not have to think much at all. You do the action almost by itself. This is why habits feel automatic. If you stop doing the habit, the path starts to fade. Your brain is always changing and can make new paths. That is why you can learn new habits at any age. The more you repeat a good habit, the stronger it becomes. Understanding how your brain builds habits can help you make better choices. You can teach your brain to work for you, not against you. Every habit starts with a cue. These cues are everywhere in our daily lives, often so subtle that we barely notice them. Whether it's the sound of your alarm clock in the morning, a sticky note on your fridge, or a notification on your phone, these signals are constantly shaping our behaviors, nudging us towards certain actions almost automatically. A cue is a sign or, something that reminds you to do the habit. It acts as a trigger, setting off a chain reaction in your brain. Think of cues as the starting gun at a race. They signal that it's time to begin. These reminders can be visual, like a sticky note, or digital, like a calendar alert. They can even be emotional, like feeling stressed and reaching for a snack. For example, if you see your running shoes by the door, you may remember to go for a jog. The simple act of placing your shoes where you'll see them makes it much more likely you'll follow through. This is because your brain connects the sight of the shoes with the action of running, making the habit easier to start. The cue makes you start the action. It's like flipping a switch in your mind. Once you notice the cue, your brain shifts into autopilot, preparing you to perform the routine you've associated with that trigger. This is why setting up cues in your environment is so effective for building new habits. After the cue, you follow with the routine. This is the actual behavior or action you want to turn into a habit. It could be anything from exercising to brushing your teeth to reading a book before bed. The routine is the heart of the habit loop, and it's what you repeat each time the cue appears. This is the habit itself, like jogging or brushing your teeth. Over time, repeating this routine in response to the same cue strengthens the connection in your brain, making the habit feel more automatic and less like a chore. Then, there is a reward. The reward is what your brain craves. It's the positive feeling or benefit you get after completing the routine. Rewards can be physical, like feeling refreshed after brushing your teeth, or emotional, like a sense of accomplishment after a workout. The reward is what makes your brain want to do it again. It reinforces the habit loop, making it more likely you'll repeat the behavior in the future. The more satisfying the reward, the stronger the habit becomes. Maybe you feel fresh after brushing your teeth or happy after a walk. These positive feelings are your brain's way of saying, "Let's do that again." Over time, your brain starts to crave the reward, making the habit even more automatic. If you want to build a new habit, you can use cues to help you remember. By intentionally placing cues in your environment, you make it easier to start the habit. For example, if you want to read more at night, put your book on your pillow so you see it before bed. For example, put your book on your bed so you see it and remember to read at night. This simple change can make a big difference, because it removes the need to rely on willpower or memory alone. The cue does the work for you. If you want to stop a bad habit, try to remove the cue. Habits are often triggered by things in our environment, so changing what you see can help you break unwanted routines. If you always eat cookies when you see them on the counter, simply putting them away can reduce the temptation. Move the sweets out of sight if you do not want to eat them. Out of sight, out of mind, really works when it comes to habits. By making the cue less visible, you make the habit less likely to happen. Cues are simple, but they are powerful. They can be as small as a sticky note or as big as a change in your daily routine. The key is to make your cues obvious and consistent, so your brain learns to associate them with the habit you want to build. They start the habit loop and can help you change your life step by step. By understanding and using cues and triggers, you can take control of your habits, making it easier to build good ones and break the bad. Remember, every big change starts with a small cue. So set yourself up for success, one trigger at a time. Bad habits are hard to break, but it can be done. Many people struggle with habits they wish they could change, and it's completely normal to feel frustrated or even overwhelmed at first. The important thing to remember is that change is possible, no matter how long you've had the habit, or how difficult it seems right now. The first step is to notice your habit. Pay close attention to what you do each day, and try to become more aware of your actions. Sometimes, we go through our routines without even realizing what we're doing, so taking a moment to reflect can make a big difference. Ask yourself when and why you do it. Is there a certain time of day, place, or feeling that triggers your habit? Maybe you reach for snacks when you're bored, or scroll through your phone when you feel lonely or anxious. Understanding the reasons behind your actions is key to making a change. For example, maybe you eat snacks when you are bored, or when you're watching TV in the evening and want something to do with your hands. These small moments can add up over time, so it's important to notice them. Or perhaps you check your phone when you feel lonely, hoping for a distraction or a connection. These habits often start as a way to cope with feelings, but they can become automatic if we're not careful. The next step is to make the habit harder to do. This means changing your environment so that the habit isn't as easy or convenient. If you make it just a little bit more difficult, you'll be less likely to do it without thinking. For instance, if you want to stop eating snacks at night, do not buy them in the first place. If they're not in your house, you can't reach for them when the urge strikes. It's a simple change, but it can have a big impact. If you want to watch less TV, try unplugging it after dinner or putting the remote in a different room. The extra step of plugging it back in or finding the remote can be enough to make you pause and reconsider. The goal is to make the bad habit less easy and less automatic. When you add a small barrier, you give yourself a chance to make a different choice. You can also try to replace the bad habit with a new, good one. Instead of just stopping the old habit, give yourself something positive to do instead. This helps fill the gap and makes it easier to stick with your new routine. For example, if you feel like eating snacks, try drinking water first. Sometimes we mistake thirst for hunger, and a glass of water can help you feel better without reaching for food. Or, if you're feeling restless, go for a short walk. Even a few minutes outside can help clear your mind and break the cycle of your old habit. Do something different that still makes you happy. Call a friend, read a book, or listen to music. Find activities that bring you joy and help you feel good about yourself. Remember, breaking a habit takes time. It's normal to have ups and downs along the way. Mark your progress on a calendar or keep a journal to remind yourself of how far you've come. You might fail once or twice. That is okay. Everyone slips up sometimes, but what matters most is that you don't give up. Each time you try again, you're building strength and resilience. What matters is that you keep trying and do not give up. Every small step forward counts, and over time, those steps add up to real change. Be patient with yourself, celebrate your progress, and remember that you have the power to create new, healthier habits that last. Building a good habit is like planting a seed. Start small. If you want to exercise, begin with just 5 minutes a day. If you want to write, start with 1 sentence a day. The small steps are easier to keep. Make your new habit easy and fun. Put your gym clothes where you can see them. Prepare your breakfast the night before if you want to eat healthy. Celebrate your small wins every day. It helps to track your habit. Use a calendar or a notebook. Each day you do the habit. Make a mark. Seeing your progress will make you feel proud and help you keep going. Over time, your small habit will grow. 5 minutes can become 10 or 20. One small change can lead to another. Soon, your life will look very different. All because of simple habits. Let's look at some real stories. Tom wanted to save money. He started by saving just $1 each day. At first it seemed too small, but after a year, he had saved enough for a trip. Sarah wanted to read more books. She put her book on her pillow every morning. At night, she saw it and read for 10 minutes before sleep. After 6 months, she had finished 8 books. Even small habits can make a big difference. They do not need to be hard or take a lot of time. The key is to do them again and again, day after day. These stories show that anyone can make a change. You do not need to be special or strong. You just need to start, even if it is very small. Habits are the secret power behind a good life. They control much of what we do, often without us knowing. But the good news is this: you can choose your habits. You can start small and make changes that last. You can stop bad habits and build good ones. Every small step counts. Every day is a new chance to start again. Your habits shape your future. They are like small bricks you use to build your life. With good habits, you can become the person you want to be. So, take the first step today. Start with one small habit. Keep going, and let your habits unlock your hidden power. Your best life is waiting for you.